Gulnaz, look, it's written that Albert Einstein failed math, even he was a genius. Such a nonsense. It couldn't be. It can be a misinformation given by scientists. Alright. What about this? We only use 10% of our brains. Who told you that? It's absolutely a myth, which is definitely told by the scientists. And the last one, an apple fell on Newton's head. It's a fiction story. Who knows that it is true? I need to make some scientific researches. Gulnaz, you are behaving like a Mythbuster. Wait, a Mythbuster? Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to my online lesson. I am Gulnaz Altynbekkyzy and I've been working as an English teacher for 6 years. My school is situated in the village called Ashublak. Wish you all luck and I hope that you will enjoy my lesson. If you are ready, let's have a start. Today's lesson is dedicated to the term called Mythbusters. Mythbuster is a collocation of two words, myth and buster. Let's find out the definition of each word. A myth is a story or legend created by people or society and have used a variety of ways over time. Myth focuses on stories rather than truth. So we aren't definitely saying that they are either true or untrue. Also, myths don't have nameable authors. Mythbuster is a person or a book that proves and shows us the rightness and the falseness of myths. Mythbuster studies scientific experiments, talking about science. Science is differentiated according to the sphere of research. For instance, scientists can be physicists, psychologists, astronomer, mathematician, chemist, biologist, or even geologist. It's time to do the first exercise related to the types of jobs. The first task. Match the jobs 1 till 8 to a description of what they study, A till H. Tell your partner. In order to complete the task, please press the button play until you have finished. After completing the task, please press the button play again just to check answers. Let's check the right answers. A physicist studies matter and energy. A geneticist studies the inherited characteristics of living things. A mathematician studies numbers, shapes, and space. An astronomer studies planets, the universe, and space. A chemist studies the characteristics of substances and how they react. A biologist studies all natural life. Psychologist studies the human mind and the way it works. A geologist studies the Earth's surface. Science helps us understand the world around us, but there is a lot of misinformation out there. It can be difficult separating science fiction from science facts.
Light travels from the sun to the earth through space, yes? When I was your age, I wanted to know, how can something light travel through nothing, space?
Here are a few science myths that are simply not true. Einstein failed math. Albert Einstein is perhaps the most famous physicist ever, and he is widely considered to be a genius. His theory of relativity changed the way we think about the universe, and in 1921 he won the Nobel Prize for Physics. At the end of the 20th century, Time magazine voted him Person of the Century. Unfortunately,
a lot of people believe that he struggled at math. What is true is that when he was young, he failed a university entrance exam because his mark wasn't high enough. He didn't fail the math or physics section though. In fact, his marks in those sections were excellent, but he didn't do well at French, chemistry, and biology. It seems that not even geniuses are perfect. We only use 10% of our brains. Your brain weighs just 1/2 kilogram, about 2% of your body's weight, but uses around 20% of the oxygen you breathe. It contains billions of neurons that are constantly sending and receiving information. Yet, people still say that you only use 1/10 of it. This myth possibly comes from William James, a psychologist. In 1908, he claimed that we are making use of only a small part of our possible mental and physical resources. Journalists may have misunderstood him, and the 10% myth was born. If we take a brain scan, though, we see that we use all the parts of our brains, just not at the same time. So, whoever repeats this myth is certainly not using enough of theirs. An apple fell on Newton's head. Here is a myth that is almost true. Sir Isaac Newton, the 17th century mathematician, astronomer, and a physicist, was sitting under an apple tree in his garden. Out of the blue, an apple fell on his head, and he immediately came up with a theory of gravity. It is one of the most famous images in the history of science, but it might not have happened. Documents written at the time suggest that Newton did come up with his theory from observing falling apples, but one probably did not hit him on the head. It's possible that Sir Isaac was the one who invented the story, because, let's be honest, it is a great anecdote. Let's do the first task B. Read the article again and choose the correct answer. A, B, C, or D. Now please do the third task on the page 13. Match the words in bold in the article to their antonyms.
It's time to learn grammar. In today's lesson, we are given to study about prefixes re and the negative prefixes mis, an, and dis. Re means again. For example, I need to redo it. Mis means wrong. For example, I misunderstand you. An means not. For example, my dad is unable to answer the phone right now because he is busy. And the last one, dis means the opposite. For example, why do you dislike math so much? I hope that I was cleared up the grammar. Now we need to do the fifth task on the page 13 according to the explained grammar.
Now you are going to do the fifth task. Read the theory, then complete the sentences using the word in bold with the correct prefix and in the correct form. Please do this task according to the explained grammar.
During today's lesson, you've done a lot of useful tasks and worked very hard. I hope that today's lesson was quite informative or even cognitive. Thank you for being with me. Bye bye. See you on the next lesson.